Good morning, students. Last time we had finished up to activity 7. From there we are supposed to do further. Now here in the poem, uh, the writer has used a figure of speech, right? Who is the writer of this poem? It is given here. Thomas Locker, right? He is the writer of the poem. What he has done that in the poem he has described many non-living things as to be having living qualities. That literature, that writing suggests that he has used the figure of speech of personification. Personification means to personify a an inanimate object, a dead or non-living object, to have human qualities, right? Person's qualities. So that is a figure of speech which is known as personification. Now here I had given you to write it one time, right? All these glossary. We had finished up to this much. Now let us start with activity 7. The entire poem is an excellent example of personification. That is, inanimate objects are spoken of as having life or given human qualities. For example, I tumble down. Water is given the human quality of tumbling down. Another example, I blind the sky with lightning. Identify the lines in the poem in which personification is used. Right here, you have to identify the lines in the poem where personification is used. At many places personification is used, right? For example, some people say that I am one thing, others say that I am many. Ever since the world began, I have been moving in an endless circle. Sometimes I fall from the sky. I am the rain, right? I fall from the sky. That is a human quality that is given to rain. So it is personification here. Then sometimes I cascade, I tumble down over the moss covered rocks through the forests and shadows, right? I am the mountain stream. Tumbling down is a human quality that is already given. Then at the foot of the mountains I leap from a stone cliff, spiraling, plunging. Now spiraling is moving in a spiral, plunging to jump like rabbits, that is called plunging. So these are also human or living qualities which are given to water, which is a non-living thing. So this is also a personification. Here tumbling down is personification. Here moving into an endless circle. When I fall from the sky I am called rain. This is also personification. Then further, in the shadows of the mountain I am still and deep. Still and deep. Deep is okay, water is deep, but still is a quality of humans, to sit still without any movement, that is called still. I fill and overflow. I am a lake, right? I fill and overflow. That are the non-living qualities, so it is okay. But still, being still, stagnant, right? That is a human quality. Then I wind through broad golden valleys, joined by streams, joined by creeks. I grow ever wider, broader and deeper. I am a river. This is a quality of river only. It's a non-living thing. It is not personification. I pass through a gateway of high stones palisades, leaving the land behind, cool silver moonlight. Sparkles and dances on my waves. Now, cool silver moonlight is sparkling and dancing on its waves. I am the sea, right? So, moonlight is given the quality of dancing and sparkling. So, it is also a human quality, right? So this line also signifies personification. Cool silver sunlight, moonlight, sparkles and dances on my waves. This entire line signifies personification. Drawn upward by warm sunlight in white silver veils, I rise into the air, I disappear. This is a quality of steam, so it is not a human this thing. Then I am a mist. I am the mist. In thousands of shapes I reappear. High above the earth in the blue sky I float, I drift. I am the clouds. Carried by winds from distant seas I move, growing heavier growing darker, returning, growing heavier. Heavier is a quality of humans, right? Returning. I am the storm front. At the walls of mountains, I rise up as gleaming, power filled towers in the darkened sky. I am thunderhead. I blind the sky with lightning, the earth trembles with my thunder. I rage, I drench the mountain side. I rage, raging. Raging means to move wildly or look at wildly. That is called raging. It is a human quality. So, this is also a personification. The earth trembles with my thunder. I rage. I drench is okay. Drench is a quality of rain. Drench matlab bhigana. I am the storm. Storms come, storms pass. I am countless droplets of rain, left floating in the air, in the silent air. I reflect all doors of sunlight. I am the rainbow. I am one thing. I am many things. Again, this line, I am one thing. I am many things. This is also personification. I am water. This is my dance through our world. This is my dance through our world is also personification, right? So many lines you can write down in this exercise, which is for personification. Okay. Now let us move on to activity 8. Adjectives are describing words used to give more meaning to a noun. Give 5 adjectives you would associate with the following words. The first one is done for you. Mother. Mother is loving mother, gentle mother, strict mother, good mother, working mother, right? These are all adjectives which are given for the word mother. You can use other adjectives also. Now you are given examples: friend, match, beauty, food, movie, right? उसके लिए आपको adjectives ऐड करने. Friend के लिए आप क्या adjectives करोगे? Caring friend, helpful friend, good friend, right? Smart friend और helping friend, helpful friend, sorry helpful आ गया है, right? All these are 1, 2, 3. These are for friend. Then second is match. Match के लिए क्या करोगे? Amazing match, right? A great match. Great भी बोल सकते हो. A wonderful match भी बोल सकते हो. So match के साथ you can add this. The players had a wonderful match. The interesting match also you can say. They had a very interesting match, right? Okay. Then next one is beauty. Beauty, you can say wonderful beauty or ecstatic beauty. Ecstatic मतलब बहुत मोह लेने वाली. Ecstatic beauty, that is also okay. Then फूड के बारे में बात करना है. फूड के लिए आप क्या ऐड करोगे? ग्रेट और गुड फूड, टेस्टी फूड, लवली फूड, right? That also you can say. So you write down these adjectives adding with the word in your notebook because you cannot write it over here. आपको अलग अलग वर्ड्स दिए. फ्रेंड किया हमने, मैच किया, ब्यूटी किया, नाउ फूड किया, एंड लास्ट वन इज मूवी. मूवी यू कैन राइट एक्सेलेंट मूवी और थ्रिलिंग मूवी और वंडरफुल मूवी और अमेजिंग मूवी. दैट ऑल्सो यू कैन डू इट, राइट? यहाँ पे भी आप ब्यूटी में भी अमेजिंग यूज़ कर सकते हो. अमेजिंग ब्यूटी, right? So these are all adjectives that you can add with the given words. Okay, now let us move on with the next exercise, that is activity 9. Adding er to an adjective makes it a comparative adjective. Sometimes the adjective changes its spelling when you add dash er, right? For example, adjective is heavy, then it becomes heavier, IER. Dark, darker, that is in comparative forms. हमने adjectives किए हैं, right? तो उसमें हम लोग क्या डिग्रीज ऑफ कंपैरिजन होता है. फर्स्ट इज पॉजिटिव, व्हेन देयर इज नो कंपैरिजन, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अ सिंगल पर्सन. सेकेंड इज कंपैरेटिव. कंपैरेटिव कब होता है? व्हेन वी आर कंपेयरिंग टू पीपल और टू थिंग्स. एंड थर्ड वन इज सुपरलेटिव, दैट इज कंपैरिजन इज बिटवीन ऑल अदर्स एंड द पर्सन, राइट, और द थिंग. सो दैट इज सुपरलेटिव. सबसे सुपीरियर जो होता है उसके बारे में हम बात करते हैं, दैट इज सुपरलेटिव डिग्री. सो here that way we are making comparative forms of the given adjectives, that is broad becomes broader. Okay, now further use different comparative adjectives to form sentences of your own like this. Now examples are given here. Dash is dash, then ऋषि, ई आर दिया है आपको, ऋषि आई हैव टेकन इट, आप कोई भी और नेम ले सकते हो, मैंने लिया है रवि इज़ टॉलर देन ऋषि, या प्रिया इज़ शॉर्टर, आप शॉर्ट भी यूज़ कर सकते हो टॉल की जगह पे, शॉर्टर देन रिया, या दिस पेंसिल इज़ लॉन्गर देन द अदर वन, ऐसा लिख सकते हो. मिस्टर वर्मा इज़ ओल्डर देन मिस्टर शर्मा, राइट. So you can make many adjectives like this, many examples like this. You have to just add er and the sentence becomes comparative. It shows comparison between two persons, objects or things inside this sentence, right? So write down these three examples which I have given you. You can clearly see it here in the video. You can also make your own sentences if you want. यू कैन ये जो फॉर्मेट है उससे आप अंडरस्टैंड करके अपने हिसाब से भी सेंटेंस बना सकते हो, बट राइट एटलीस्ट 3. Okay, or you can write down these which I have given you. Okay, now activity 10. Activity 10 is our country is blessed with varied landscapes. India has mountains, valleys, waterfalls, deserts, rivers and lakes. Write a paragraph, describe your favorite landscape. Now landscape मतलब जो beautiful जगह होती है उसको landscape बोलते हैं. And you must have gone to hang around in the outskirts of our city wherein you must have seen the mountain पावागढ़, उसके आसपास में काफ़ी सब ग्रीनरी एंड ये होता है रेनी सीजन में. अभी रिसेंट में खास करके जब बारिश होती है इट कम्प्लीटली बिकम्स ग्रीन, राइट. या आप कहीं बाहर गए हैं किसी और सिटी में विज़िट करने, गोवा गए हैं या मुंबई गए हैं, वहाँ पे आपने क्या क्या देखा है, कोई टूरिस्ट प्लेस आपने विज़िट किया है जैसे कि कश्मीर है, मनाली, शिमला है, तो वहाँ पे आपने क्या क्या देखा आप उसके बारे में 8 to 10 sentences लिख सकते हो. सो आई विल गिव दिस टू यू इन होमवर्क. Then I will write something about my own landscape and share it afterwards with you so that you can compare your sentences, you can compare your ideas with mine. Okay, do not copy my ideas, just try to write something about your own favorite place, at least 8 to 10 lines in your own language, right? Now let us move on to unit 2. We will start with the next lesson. It is about man's relationship with animals. Now in this activity 1 we have, once there was an Arab who owned a very fine horse. The Arab treated him with care and kindness. One day the Arab was attacked को underline करो, by some robbers. Robbers मतलब चोर. He fell off the horse. He was so seriously wounded that he was not able to get up. Wounded मतलब उसको चोट लग गई, right? Seriously, बहुत ज़्यादा. His horse saw this. He understood that his master was badly hurt. Horse ने देखा कि उसका master जो है, जो उसके साथ हमेशा रहता है, वो badly hurt हो गया था, right? Badly hurt. He seized his master's belt between his teeth and brought him home. मास्टर का बेल्ट उसने मुंह में पकड़ के उसको उठा के घर पे लेके आया. सीज्ड को अंडरलाइन करो. सीज्ड यानी छीन के से पकड़ना, राइट. Okay, people who saw this praised both the horse and his master. Praised. Now this shows that there is a very cozy relationship between the master and the horse. हॉर्स ने अपने मास्टर को इंजर होते हुए देखा तो उसको बहुत बुरा लगा एंड मास्टर को हेल्प करने के लिए वो उसको उठा के घर पे लेके आया, बिकॉज उसने देखा कि उसका मास्टर उठ भी नहीं सकता है. ही वॉज सो बैडली इंजर्ड. ओके, नाउ हाउ डिड द हॉर्स हेल्प द मास्टर. ये आपको पता चलेगा कैसे हेल्प किया मास्टर को उसने. बाय ड्रैगिंग हिम, बाय होल्डिंग हिज this seized his master's belt. By seizing his belt between his teeth, he brought him home, right? What does the incident convey about man-animal relationship? It conveys that man and animals can remain friends to each other and take care of each other in bad times, right? As the horse has taken care of his master. Okay. Now further, share with the class the story of Rana Pratap's Chetak and his loyalty. Chetak जो घोड़ा था महाराणा प्रताप का, he also had a very friendly relationship with his horse and last उसको एक बार इंजर हो गया था महाराणा प्रताप, तो उसको उठा के ऐसे ही चेतक लेके आया था, राइट, उसके महल में. So this is the same type of relationship which they have shown. Okay, now next activity, a secret for two. Montreal is a very large city of Canada, and it has some very wide and big trees like Prince Edward Street. Streets like Prince Edward Street. अंडरलाइन स्ट्रीट्स यानी रोड्स जो होते हैं वो. प्रिंस एडवर्ड ये वहाँ पर एक जगह है कनाडा में, वहाँ की स्ट्रीट का नाम बताया. मॉन्ट्रियल इज़ अ सिटी, इट इज़ अ सिटी इन कनाडा. लाइक हमारा जो वडोदरा है वैसे मॉन्ट्रियल है, सिटी है मैनीटोबा करके प्रोविंस के अंदर. ओके, नाउ नो वन न्यू दिस स्ट्रीट एज वेल एज द पेरी डम्पिन करके नेम है ये. दिस मस्ट बी अ पर्सन. पेरी हैड डिलीवर्ड मिल्क टू फैमिलीज ऑन दिस स्ट्रीट फॉर 30 ईयर्स. 30 साल से वो वहाँ पे क्या कर रहा था, मिल्क डिलीवर कर रहा था. जैसे लोग अब हमारे यहाँ पे भी जो काऊ एंड ये बफेलो का रेयरिंग करते हैं, दे ऑल्सो सप्लाई मिल्क, राइट. तो वैसे वो करता था. ही वॉज वन ऑफ द मैनी मिल्क वैगन ड्राइवर्स that worked for a milk company. He was working for a milk company. milk wagon drivers मतलब जो सुबह बड़ौदा डेयरी से मिल्क आता है, जो मिल्क के पार्लर्स होते हैं वहाँ पर, अमूल का जो मिल्क आता है, तो कैसे आता है. दीज पीपल कैरी वैगन्स, राइट. देयर आर स्पेसिफिक ड्राइवर्स जो डेयरी में से वो मिल्क के पाउचेस लेकर के वो सारे जगह पे उसको डिलीवर करने जाते हैं. सो दिस पर्सन पेरी डम्पिन इज़ अ ड्राइवर ऑफ द वैगन हु इज़ कैरिंग, हु इज़ सप्लाइंग मिल्क टू डिफरेंट प्लेसेस. ओके, फर्दर ड्यूरिंग द पास्ट 15 years द हॉर्स विच ड्रू द मिल्क वैगन यूज्ड बाय पेरी वॉज अ लार्ज वाइट हॉर्स नेम्ड जोसेफ, राइट. उसका नाम क्या था. लास्ट 15 years से वो था जो मिल्क वैगन उसका खींच के लेके जाता था. अभी आजकल हमारे यहाँ पे तो ट्रक्स में या टेम्पोज में आते हैं, बट वहाँ पे ही वॉज कैरिंग अ कैरेज विथ अ दिस थिंग हॉर्स. द हॉर्स वॉज पुलिंग द कैरेज. व्हेन द बिग वाइट हॉर्स फर्स्ट केम टू द मिल्क कंपनी ही डिडंट हैव अ नेम. जब पहली बार वो आया तो उसको कोई नाम नहीं था. दे टोल्ड पेरी दैट he could use the white horse. उन्होंने बोला कि तुम ये white horse यूज़ कर सकते हो. Perry stroked the horse's neck and looked into his eyes. उसने क्या किया, उसके हॉर्स के नेक पे मेन होता है, मतलब उनको बाल होते हैं, तो उसको उसने रब किया. जैसे हम लोग डॉग्स को रब करते हैं वैसे उसने रब किया, तो उसको बोलते हैं स्ट्रोकिंग, हाथ घुमाया. एंड he looked into its eyes, the horse's eyes. This is a nice horse, a kind and gentle one. क्या बोला उसने, नाइस हॉर्स है, काइंड एंड जेंटल है. एसेट पेरी. आई नेम हिम आफ्टर सेंट जोसेफ. सेंट जोसेफ मतलब जैसे हमारे यहाँ पे जो साधु लोग होते हैं या पुजारी लोग होते हैं, वैसे ही वहाँ पे सेंट थे. सेंट यानी साधु. सेंट जोसेफ हु वॉज ऑल्सो वेरी काइंड एंड जेंटल. तो उनके नाम पे उसने, वहाँ पे सेंट जोसेफ चर्च भी है कनाडा में, तो उसके ऊपर उसने उसका नाम रख दिया हॉर्स का. Okay, now we stop here today. Further from within we will continue next time. Just write down the underlined words and finish this activity in your textbook. Underlined words सारे lesson के साथ में ही लिखना अपनी notebook में with the word meanings that I'll give, and complete these exercises in the textbook. जो मैंने notebook पे लिखने के लिए बोला है, for example this you write down in your notebook because it's not possible to write over here, right? We stop here today.